Reach as far out as you can get, and then tip it over. Hand to the shin or to the mat. Hey everyone, welcome to class. Welcome to this Thanksgiving flow for digestion. So this is going to be a pretty gentle sequence to help you kind of digest after a particularly heavy meal. So Thanksgiving is a big one, but I think through the whole holiday season, like just all of fall and the beginning of winter, we're just eating a lot because it's a cozy, cocoony time and we should enjoy it and totally just live our best lives. But we also want to make sure we're taking care of ourselves too. So if you still want to get some movement in without jostling everything around too much, this is a great sequence. All you need is a pillow or a bolster. And yeah, we'll just jump right in. So go ahead and lie down. I'll give you some options for what you can do with the legs, but you want to make sure that the whole torso is elevated just a little bit on that bolster. So I think I'll bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees drop open. But if this is uncomfortable for you or it's just not where you want to be, you can keep the knees together like this, or you can stretch the legs out in front of you, whatever feels best. So take the variation that feels most supportive. And if bound angle does feel good, maybe you just need to slide some blocks under the knees for a little bit less intensity. So either way, just close the eyes. Start to take a few breaths. Just nice and slow. And think of breathing down into the belly as you inhale. Just kind of feeling the belly rise with each breath in, and then gently fall with each breath out. Just take a few more breaths here. And regardless of where you are, just make sure you bring the feet down so you have some support, and then come off of that pillow or bolster and move it off to the side for now. You don't need it, or you won't need it. So from here, lie back down, bring the knees in toward the chest, and you can grab hold of the knees, the shins, or the ankles, and just rock a little bit side to side. And stack the knees over the hips. And you're gonna tip them over to the right, keeping the left shoulder down, just getting an easy twist. Now for a little bit more, like sometimes a twist just feels really nice. So take your right, if you want more, take your right hand to the top of the left thigh, like the outside of the thigh, and think of pulling the knees to the right as you pull the left shoulder closer to the floor. So even if it's touching the floor, you're just emphasizing that twist a little bit by pressing the left shoulder down into the mat and pressing the legs down into the mat. Back off of that if you were doing it, and just hold your twist kind of passively. Again, breathing down into the belly with each inhale. And slowly bring it back to the center. So your feet are flat. And now cross the left ankle over the right thigh and pull the knees in towards you. Maybe catch behind the right thigh or the right shin, whichever one feels more accessible. And come back to your breath. And now let the hands go, but keep the legs as they are, and you can drop them over to the right. So I actually like to put my right foot down, scoot the hips to the left, and then drop the left foot down on the floor. So the legs move to the right. So from here, take the right hand to the inside of the left thigh, and then press it away a little bit. So it's like you're creating space from the left ribs down to the left hip. Back off that stretch, come back to the center, and we'll do the same thing to the other side. So stack both knees over the hips. You can scoot the hips to the right, drop the knees over to the left. Settling into your twist, and maybe this feels like all the intensity you need, but if you want a little bit more, you can take the left hand to the outside of the right thigh, kind of press the legs down into the floor and off to the side a bit, and then press the back of the right shoulder into the mat. So just emphasizing that twist. The knees and the right elbow moving away from each other. And bring it back to just a normal twist, just passive. Breathe in, bring everything back to the center. This time cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Bring the knees in and catch the left leg wherever you can. So little hip opener on the right, just for a couple breaths. And let the hands go. You could take the left foot down, scoot the hips to the right, and then drop the legs over to the left. Take your left hand to the inside of the right thigh, just gently press it away, creating space, like lengthening from the right hip to the right ribs. On an inhale, let the hands go. Bring the knees back to the center, uncross. Hug the legs in toward the chest and just gently rock up so you end up in a comfortable seat. Stretch both legs out in front of you. Make sure you've got some space towards the front of your mat. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, start to hinge forward. Just gently fold in front over the legs. So you can bend the knees as much as you need to, or you can just keep the hands at the sides. You can grab the feet. Wherever you can get to is obviously fine. Inhale, sit up. Lean back on the hands and just open the chest. And now exhale, walk forward. Fold again. See if you can get just a little bit further. Inhale, lift the chest. Lean back on the hands, just open up the chest. And then cross the ankles, roll over the feet. We'll do a few rounds of cat-cow. So line the wrist under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we'll take a few rounds of cat-cow. I already said that, so you know where to go. I'm a little under the weather today, okay? Lift the chest through as you inhale. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, bring the chest through, look up. Exhale, round. Take 2 more each way. Just go at your own pace. And the depth that you get to in each direction is totally your choice. Last one. And come back to neutral. Tuck the toes, sit up and back. Find downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet just a little bit so you find a touch more ease in this pose. We'll find some stillness. From here, look forward. Step the right foot between the hands and drop the left knee down. You can lift the chest up, sit the hips down low. Take a couple breaths here. You can put the hands wherever it feels comfortable. Take the left hand down to the inside of the right foot, tuck the back toes under, lift the knee, and then spin the left heel down, thread the right arm under the left, and just tap the right hand towards the left knee. Inhale, spin it open to a nice low lunge. Keep the back knee up though. Then spin the left heel down, reach the right arm back, and just tap that knee or the shin. Inhale, spin it open. Just 2 more. Spin it back. Last time, spin it open. Hold your lunge. Take the left heel down. Go ahead and stand up. We're gonna do triangle. So hinging from the right hip, push it back. Try to keep the right knee straight. Reach as far out as you can get, and then tip it over. Hand to the shin or to the mat, whatever feels good. That left arm can be up. It can wrap around you. Totally your choice. Take the left arm up and then turn to the front of your mat. Spin the left heel down. We're going to take a revolved triangle. So left hand to the inside of the right foot. Move the left hip forward so that the hip bone faces the top of your mat. And then spin the right arm up. Keep reaching long through the crown of the head. Try to keep the spine long. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Take the right hand down. Shorten your stance just a little bit. Stand up. We're just going to reset because we're going to do pyramid. So left toes are kind of cutting the corner. Both hips face forward. Hinge at the hip crease and fold straight down. Inhale, lift the chest, put a little bend in the right knee. Step back to plank, but drop the knees. Exhale, lower all the way down to the tummy. Roll the shoulders back for cobra. Press up 1, lower down. Press up again, just cobra. Lower down. One more time. Press up gently, keep the elbows bent. Lower down. Tuck the toes, sit up and back. Downward facing dog. Walk the feet out if you need to. And from here, look forward. Step the left foot between the hands. Kneeling lunge, kind of a passive one. Just let the hips get heavy, dropping straight down. Hands can be at the heart center. On your next out breath, take the right hand down, tuck the back toes under, lift the knee, stretch the left arm up, and then you're gonna thread it under the right arm, spin the right heel down, see if you can tap the right knee, and then take it back to your starting point, that twisted lunge. Spin the right heel down, revolve back, tap the knee. If you don't get quite that far, that's okay. Come back to the starting point. Exhale, revolve. This side's a little tighter for me too. It's normal. Come back up. Last one. Exhale, revolve. Inhale, return to that lunge. Just spin it around. Breathe. Take the left hand down. Spin the right heel down. Stand all the way up and face the long edge of your mat. So we're going to do triangle. Just setting up for it. Left leg is straight. Hinge at that hip crease. Reach the arms as long as you can. Reach away from the hips. And then once you stop, take the left hand down. Stack the right arm overhead. Maybe you stay here or you drop it behind you. Whatever feels good. Take the right arm back up, soften the left knee, and square everything off to the top of your mat. So we'll come to revolve triangle. Shorten your stance just a little bit. Start to move the left hip back, the right hip forward. So if you need to put a bend in the left knee, you can. Right hand is down, and then open up the left arm, revolving the chest around. Breathe. Last breath in. Exhale, hand down, reset. We're gonna come to pyramid. So right heel is down, both hips face forward. You might have to widen your stance, like take the right foot further out to the side, and then hinge forward and fold. So anytime, just as a general rule, if you're looking for movement that will help facilitate digestion, gentle twists, forward bends, light movement are all categories to explore. Something to focus on would be those things. Inhale, lift the chest, soften the left knee, step the feet back, drop the knees, and lower down to the tummy. Roll the shoulders back, press into the hands, and press up. 3, lower. Press up for 2. Lower. Last one. Press up. Lower. Tuck the toes. Sit back in child's pose. Feet together, knees wide. Forehead comes down. Your next breath in. Slide the hands in toward the knees. Sit up tall. Shoulders roll back. Bring the hands to the heart center. Let the eyes blink open. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you feel good, a little bit lighter. Have a great rest of your day. Happiest holiday season to you. If you like this class, there is actually a full-length version of it inside Bad Yogi Studio, which is where all my full-length classes live. There's short ones too, but plenty of long ones if you have a little bit more time. Drop to the description below and you'll see a link there that'll get you a free 2-week trial. I would love to see you there. If so, great. If not, I'll catch you here next time. Have a good one and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this class, you will love Bad Yogi Studio. Make yoga your new morning ritual. With hundreds of classes just under 30 minutes, the perfect amount of time to kickstart your day and start everything off on a high note. Welcome to class. I would love to see you inside Bad Yogi Studio with me, so tap the link below and get your free 14-day trial. I'll see you there.